NVIDIA just stated that I didn't have any any monitors attached to my GPU. I did. I'd just like to point that out. I checked because I hadn't unplugged them. Yeah, hopefully, Todd, you can hear me. Hopefully it's all working. Hopefully you are on Mixer, so there's no delay. And hopefully this will work. And hopefully we'll be able to run around the whole level all brilliantly. So hopefully, Todd, you can hear me. I'm back. Could you hear me talking on the black screen, by the way? Did it manage to knock out the sound as well? Yeah, it was a GPU crash, but it only came back with one of my watchers. Cool. Oh, well, then I was talking to myself. Thanks, Thobs. If things like this annoys me, I don't want to ever sit on a loading screen. I can't stand loading screens. Okay, Todd, so hopefully you should be able to join. I noticed we've got 2 copies of the thingy running, and hopefully now my energy is kind of low. As you can see, my energy bar up top. So hopefully Todd is coming to join me, and hopefully it all works. And oh my god, look at the lodding on the... Is that a sort thing? Do the lods go 3, 2, 1, gone? Blah 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 blah. What? I didn't really go. Just so you guys know. Anyway, hopefully Todd's coming to join me. I do like how it looks, though. The fog's not right. The fog is too strong. I actually had to write. So the day-night fog. So that fog and this fog, it's a single pass fog. So I'm doing height fog and distance fog in one pass, which is brilliant. I bet trees don't float yet. I say I bet. I know trees won't float. Oh, hey, Todd. How did you do that? Oh. Oops. Stop doing that. Yeah, okay. I'll No, yeah, if you just hit if you keep hitting those. So when you jump and so when you jump your energy goes down. So top left, my energy is going down. And my energy is refilled off my food bar. So you can see I'm at about 75% food. So hopefully, and I'm hoping Todd is following. So hopefully I shall eat this bush. And then my food went up. Yay, I'll eat some more bushes. And now I'm full on, well, I was full on food briefly. Just waiting for my energy to fill up. Now I'm not jumping up and down like a loon. No, so Shalka, top left, you can see I've got a, oh great, I can't, so you've got a flashy red and blue bar. Right, that means that my water is low. Water isn't doing anything. If I jump, see a yellow bar appears, and that's my energy. So if I sprint, then my energy bar goes down. If I stop, my energy bar recuperates. My energy bar recuperates off of my food bar. So you see the food bar is now slowly going down. Very slowly going down. So you have to eat every source. So you can keep snacking, as it were. Or you could... but if I'm stopped, I'm not spending any energy. Therefore, my food bar is not going down. But if I start sprinting across the level and jumping, my energy bar will drop like anything. Oh no, I'm out of energy. I can't sprint anymore. And now my energy bar is refilling off my things. Yeah, I don't know, Todd. The loading looks weird, doesn't it? I also noticed the sprint key, by the way, doesn't actually make you go any faster. I think it just uses up energy. I do very much like the disparity. I don't know if you can see, like, if you see how it looks here, these are the bits we haven't done. And as I walk towards the next terrain chunk, you'll suddenly hit an area we have actually done. But yeah, I think it's looking really nice. As I mentioned Graveyard Keeper, I mentioned it yesterday. I absolutely hate a lot of the game, but I really like the atmosphere. I would be very happy just to be in the Graveyard Keeper world. Same with Stardew Valley. I don't really, to a degree, I don't really get interested about chopping carrots or making lettuce or anything like that. But what I do like is the atmosphere of the world. And that is a lot of the goal here, is to make this an atmospheric place. Let me just cheat my way over here because I can't remember where the path is. I think Todd may have accidentally filled in the path. Or maybe on purpose, I don't know. There he is. And pew, 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 pew. You're dead, you're dead, I kill you. Sniped your face to death. I don't know what's going on with the Lords. It's weird, isn't it? Oh, is this the Unity grass? It's a bit glowy at the edges, isn't it? I'll be honest, I couldn't really tell. It doesn't look as good, does it? But I don't think it doesn't sort of, let me make it daytime. It doesn't, it's very bright. And the AO doesn't work. So I don't know if you remember, but we actually used a different shader in so I believe this is not using MSAA coverage. Yeah, it's using hard edging. Is this... So, hold on. So here, Todd, I assume this is the old and this is the new. Now, there is a definite jump in quality, but I reckon we could actually just bake that. So these get darker at the bottom, which make them look a lot better, and they don't have it in the texture, but you could add that. No, Chris, MSAA to coverage. So when you multi-sample things, you have a good idea of what percentage of a pixel is within any given of a real pixel. You have a good idea of what percentage of a pixel that actually is. This means that you can retroactively work out how transparent something is from its multi-sample level. And that means, I don't know if you can actually see that on stream, but these have got very weird sort of blobby hard edges because they are 2-bits. Whereas these ones are using MSA to coverage, so they have a nice, much nicer edge to them. So these ones look... Oh, torchlight, let's have a look. Yeah, the thing is, so I'm happy with the shadow top, but the shadows need to disappear at like 20 meters. That's really important. I mean, I think we can fix that with the lodding. What's going on with the... That's very weird. Yeah, I haven't synchronized day-night yet because I'd like to see how you look wandering around with the torch. You don't get one. I'll add that at some point. Can I chop down this tree? Oh. Is this the wrong type of tree? No, this isn't FortressCraft 2 Spheric. Sorry, I've got distracted because I was chatting with Chris about what we've been up to recently. So I just was showing him that we've actually been doing a PvP survival whatnot game. Todd, are these the wrong type of trees? Have I just not hooked them up? No, I thought I did. No, we'll go back to FortressCraft 2 in a bit. I've been doing quite horrendous technical stuff in FortressCraft 2. So I've been happy for a bit. I think I can chop down these trees. Let's chop... There we go. Chop down the tree with my wobbly hands. And then knock the tree down. I'm sure I made it so the tree did fall. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, those aren't... Oh, these ones don't have colliders. But yeah, stuff like that, because I'm controlling all of the entities on a low frequency thread. If it's anything like FortressCraft's efficiency, and it should hopefully be better, I should be able to run around 1.5 million entities on a reasonable quality setup. That is really cool seeing you walk around, Todd. I know I'm easily pleased, but that looks so cool. Right until you did that. I'm just going to add full damage in. That'll just stop you doing it. We could just do Halo. We can't do that. That's illegal. I must go. My people need me. But it's not done. I mean, it's not. But I really do think this is looking good. Whether or not we can continue to hold this level of quality and this frame rate is a different question. Like here, I'm getting 50 frames a second, and I'm on a 1070 on this rig. And if I stare at a rock, I should get 1,000, and I'm not. Oh, I'm getting 120. That's a bit better than the editor. I'll also have to re-implement the sprint. But my food bar is working. Yeah, so the idea is, Chris, and it's not working so far. The idea is, though, that if anybody looks at the game, they should be able to clearly and immediately say to themselves, that is how the game looks, or that is placeholder. Does it work? Does it fuck? People ask me, is this like Minecraft because you have blocky hands? I'm like, yeah, I thought I'd do a Minecraft clone that looks exactly like this, apart from the hands. Shut up. So the idea is that no one, apart from you, who can't spell the word Dalek, apart from you, would never think that the player models were final. The idea is you look at them going, that's obviously not how it should be, rather than having something sort of half-assed. Todd, this looks really good. How quickly we do the entire level. Yeah, I know. I really am liking how that looks. I even like the maybe the bloom's a little bit much in the water, but that's, to be honest, that's kind of how I would expect it. If you ever watch the sunset of water, it's very bright. Though right now the water is more brighter than the sun. The only thing wrong is the fog doesn't. I haven't modulated the ground fog yet, so that will come. Yeah, Shaka. Well, that was my idea, was that you couldn't mistake anything for. That's why he's got bean cans on the end of his hands, because people were saying to me, "Oh, is it Minecraft because he's got blocks for hands?" Like, no, it's bloody not. There's a wolf, Todd. I'm just going to program it so the wolf will kill you and not tell anyone. So you're just going to just murder you. Yeah, they're all right. Unfortunately, they're about, I don't know. No, they are probably actually better than Skyrim quality, because Skyrim's really weren't very good, but they're not brilliant. And that's the problem with a lot of games, really, is graphics are only as good as their weakest link. And very much here, these are pretty good. They're not brilliant, but they're pretty good. There's no one on top, isn't there? Let's fly. So this is where sunshine works. You can just do all the mobs like sunshine. So whenever you're looking near a mob, the screen's just all blurry and horrible. So you can never actually look at them. The thing is, if we wanted to get these wolves redone at a higher quality, we are genuinely looking at $2,000 to $3,000 minimum. I did actually try and fix that. I tried to make a lot of this stuff walkable. You did a bunch of things that was fine, but not really very walkable. So yeah, this is our survival game. I reckon it's okay. I thought you meant wolves. Yeah, I know. God, it does look good. I think we've done a good job. It helps. It makes it look good in an important way because it's a nice setting. It's like Far Cry. Far Cry inherently looks nice because of where it is, and that helps. So this looks like somewhere I would happily go and have a wander, go look at the waterfall, wander through the misty afternoon. I think that'll help. And the sooner we get approved for Mixer, because I don't know if you guys pay attention, but I've got a Mixer game coming. I bought a new rig to run it on. We've even had the rig engraved. It is the fastest computer in my house, rather depressingly. And now I'm just waiting for Mixer to get back to me saying, yep, you can have partners. Which hasn't happened yet. And it hasn't happened for quite a long time. So I'm sort of going, hey guys, could you maybe approve me for partner, because it's been quite a long time, and I'd really like to be a partner, so we can earn sparks. I also like the day-night cycle. I think that's also good. I will fix that fog, but I won't do it now. Let's go back. So Fridays are supposed to be FortressCraft 2 day, not get distracted and wander around chopping trees. I have to say, Todd, even just with what we've got so far, it's quite nice to wander around and explore and just chop trees down. No, Condrick. So I stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. The Gnomed game will only stream to Mixer, so I have a separate rig for that. Hopefully my internet connection will cope. Should do. And that is on a separate channel, so that's on mixer.com/ I can't remember now. Is it Gnome? Did we rename it? I can't remember. Yeah. No. Is it /projector games? Yeah, so mixer.com/projector games is just the Gnome game, and I'm just waiting for the little partner button to pop up here. And I can't follow up, sadly, but I can read where we are. So, 7 days ago there's a minor delay in the reviews process. 4 days ago, I said, hey, thanks for the update. If I can do anything to push us along, it's been a number of weeks since I applied, then please let me know. I'm happy to have a Skype call to talk with you about how we're going to run the channel, as well as advice from you on about how to approach this very unusual thing. Blah, 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 blah. Very nice, but no response. I might respond going, is there anyone I can talk to help this? I'm genuinely waiting. So with the Gnome game, Schalke, I'll give you an example. Todd has an outstanding work item, and that work item is to generate unique and cool skins for each of the 5 classes, and that unique and cool skin is only given to people if they are a subscriber. Now, I don't know how to test with subscribers. I have no idea how I write the code for that. None at all. More importantly, I also can't, because I'm not a partner. And if I'm not a partner, I can't get... let's pause that. If I'm not a partner, then I can't get subscribers. And if I can't get subscribers, well, then I'm not going to run it. Yeah, but the thing is, Condrek, I don't have enough viewers because I'm not running the game. Now that's interesting. So if I actually... because they don't care, or they shouldn't care about viewers. So if I actually go, is it your network? No. Partnership. So they say, Your account must be 2 months old. You must have 2,000 followers. You must stream 12 unique days a month. You must stream 25 hours a month. They don't mention your average viewership. I don't know why they care, to be quite frank. Unrelated, that actually worked quite well. I think I finally solved the issue. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure why. Hold on. So if I look at an entity. Num. There's a rock spawned inside the base. Amazing. And in we go. And well done. You made it to the base. This is FortressCraft 2. Should be a bit more obvious. I'm very amused the rock has spawned inside our base. So yeah. Tour of the base. Ta-da! Here is the mission system. Mission system will be gone from the HUD. Inside this rock here, I don't know why the rock, forget that. Then we've got our surface map and our cryo map. We have our CPH, which won't be there. Here's your base report, so you don't need to type /report. Here is your suit upgrade area. I still don't know why the rock's there, but we will come to that. Here's your suit upgrade area, or what will become your suit upgrade area. In here is your power system. So your first task will be to turn on the power. Which I think I can just flip and show you, because it is quite cool. I'll put it 44 for sake of argument. Oh, no, what? Oh, I think you find I will. Yeah, so there's the... forget how bright it is. That's the base power. There, which will power the base. And also inside this room is the research area. So this is the research things. The game starts with your base. There are a number of reasons for this. Starting with no one, I hope, in their right mind is going to try and enclose the entire base. Anyway, let me finish the tour. Let me work out how to run time forwards in this game. There we go. So, there's your power station. In here is the medical area, which that looks weirdly glowy. In here is your crafting area, your initial crafting area. And again, these will spawn, these will have, these will actually start to demonstrate to the player, you know, how I think they should play. And Shalka, I'm so sorry I did not answer your question. Let me finish the tour. And in here is where the research lab goes. But that is obviously, that gets unlocked later on, hence no lights. Shalka, the Gnome game has a huge amount of work done, but until they get around to partnering me, I just need to wait. I need to watch people play it, and then I'll do sort of daily patches. I'm not sure quite why it's so dark in here, but anyway. What I do like, if I can find a good vantage point, which is not going to be there. The base is very, very, very much placeholder as well. And the landscape is also totally being redone. What was it called? Low poly? Oh, yeah. But we do also have the far draw stuff, which doesn't work yet. So we are actually moving away, hopefully, from an entirely voxel-based landscape. Don't forget, this is a fresh world. I only generated this world 5 minutes ago. So you have the issue now that it is generating the world as quickly as it can. But even best one in the world, it takes about 45 minutes to generate the entire world. But you can see now the low poly version, and it's very low poly version of the world. And that is the first step towards the the devoxelization of it. One of my goals for FortressCraft 2 is so no one can look at it and go, oh, it's just FortressCraft 1 again. And if you compare a picture of FortressCraft 1 and a picture of FortressCraft 2. Never at any point ever will you go, oh, it's just FortressCraft 1. You will always either go, what's that game? Or you'll say, that looks like FortressCraft 1 but loads better. So that's kind of my goal, which I realise is a slightly childish goal. But that works for me. Yeah, so how much is playable? Well, that's it. You can see it. They're on the Trello, and I will check before I actually put my foot in my mouth. Let's bring up the Trello. That's it. There. Okay, so the Trello shows the progress. You can have a copy of the game. I just need to make sure to people, so if you are a patron and you have more than $100 lifetime patronage, you are entitled to a copy of FortressCraft 2. The difference in FortressCraft 1 and 2 right now, you get a big base you can walk right through. The tutorial probably works but might not. Your gun doesn't have a texture. You have to walk here. There's a sandstorm. That's it, the end. There are no other differences, okay? It is exactly what it is. Now, I have done quite a lot of performance improvements. We also have a new lighting engine, which is fairly exciting. Or will be. Now, it's not exciting at the minute because Todd will need to... oh, that's interesting. That's a new bug. So we actually have specular lighting, which is new. We haven't had specular lighting before. We've only had diffuse lighting. I can't bother to A/B it, but trust me, it's there. So this also means stuff like ores actually look like ores. So we're completely redoing all the graphics. Now, I can't promise we're not going to stick with voxels. There is a chance that we will, purely because... Oh wow, my buttons are inverted. Purely because it's just me writing it, and that may actually end up not being possible. Wait, what? I'll try and show you. I'm not sure I'll actually manage it there, but we'll try. So I wait till the sun goes down. So yeah, you can kind of see it there. So this is using the per pixel specular. So I actually go over here where there's not quite so much light. Good job, Adam. And I throw a torch. I throw a torch down. And I throw a torch that doesn't fall off the... God damn it. So beforehand, we couldn't do anything like this. Now, this is one of those weird changes where you look at it and go, and then you go back to the old system and go, oh my god, that looks so much worse. So if you can just land... There we go. So you can see here, only where it's metal does it picking up the shine of the object. So we can now have proper specular lighting. You can see it there. That's right now at this point. It just doesn't really work because we just haven't. We haven't really had time. I'm not sure. I think Todd did some of these, but not all of them. Well, so Kondrak, you're mentioning the FPS. Now, that's actually a genuine concern of mine. So it's something I was chatting with Chris earlier. I find, and I don't think anyone's going to argue with me, I find that a lot of people go on about the frame rate of survival type games being poor. And I don't think anyone's going to argue with that. I don't like games that run badly. I like games that run well. And given my past and things that I've worked on, I consider the performance of a game to be paramount. I always have. So I mean, that's why I bought Voodoo 2, was to make games run better. But lots of people do want me to go towards a non-cube, a voxel system still. I mean, it's still voxel. No Man's Sky is voxel. Voxel does not mean blocks. I have concerns about how the frame rate will be if I do that. So maybe that's an option. But yeah, I hopefully you can kind of see what I'm talking about. There's a weird sort of set of dots over the screen. I don't quite know what that is. I don't even see it. I don't know if that's the AO or what. So I'm hoping to make it look better, but I suspect you will still be allowed to drop back to this level of quality, because this level of quality is so much faster. Yeah, Swearick, you might be fine with blocks, but I still get people come in and go, is this Minecraft? No. Is it a mod for Minecraft? No. Is this just a clone of Minecraft? Why are you asking this? Well, it's got blocks in it. So despite everything I've done, blocks equals Minecraft is still very much, despite the fact there have been hundreds of games with blocks in, people are still blocks equals Minecraft. So I want to do some definite work towards resolving that, and part of that is just not to have blocks. Well, that was my point. I was like, so I showed FortressCraft at the Gadget Show Live a few years ago, okay? And I was in the indie section, and there were 20 of us in the indie section, okay? And I'm not joking, because this was about the height of the Minecraft popularity. Of those 20, about 14 of them were voxel games, right? And people would, like, literally, because I'd be there demonstrating the game, I'd get a couple of, like, 13-year-old kids, and one was there, he'd just go, it's Minecraft. And I'd be like, do you think it's Minecraft? Oh, it looks like Minecraft, doesn't it? So is it like Minecraft? And I said, have you looked at any of the games at the show? Oh, yeah, I've looked at loads of them. Right, and you know, like, all 5 of those games there are also block games. Did you ask all of them if they were like Minecraft? Yeah, well, yeah, because it looks like Minecraft, didn't it? I'm like, okay, but after you've asked, let's say 3 of them, is this like Minecraft, and they all say no, surely at that point, it would sink in. And perhaps you would stop asking, is this Minecraft, because you've just been told no 4 times. Oh yeah, but it's blocks, it's just like Minecraft. I'm like, yeah, but there's a whole bunch of other games over there that are blocks, and none of them are like Minecraft, apart from they've got blocks. That's it. They've got blocks. What else? Nothing. And just mind boggled that this is the where we're at. Like, genuinely boggled. And the weird thing is, at the time, everyone refers to first-person shooters as Doom clones. At the time, no one called them Doom clones. They weren't referred to as Doom clones. It just wasn't a thing. That's a tag we've retroactively applied 5 years later. During the 80s, there were an enormous amount of Gauntlet clones, but they weren't referred to as Gauntlet clones. They just simply weren't. That's a much more modern way of sort of deciding things. It's just odd, very odd. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was nothing to do with that. It was the base. When it hits nighttime, the light should come on over the next 20 seconds. I've just fast forwarded time. Again, I was talking about performance. So each light only checks whether or not it's nighttime, like every 30 seconds for performance. Everything I do, I try and keep the performance up always. Do you see the lights coming on the outside? Do they cast shadows? No, they could do, but maybe not on this detail. So yeah, this is right. There's nothing else. There's not like a whole bunch of hidden functionality. I am a little confused why there appears to be a colourful seam down the landscape, though. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am very confused, in fact. I was just going to have a look at the values on it. I think that's a reflection probe. No. Why is it? Why is it lit up? Like it's a different colour. I mean, it's obviously... Oh, okay. So I've just got all these torches, and I'm just using torches that don't have some cool electric lights. They've all got exactly the same range. So they cut off there. Yeah, Half-Life. Unfortunately, I agree with you. I very rarely play a game for the visuals. Very rarely. But unfortunately and realistically, lots of people do. And if I only had to write a game so you would buy it, like you personally, I'd go with that in a heartbeat. But unfortunately, it is a lot of people. It's not just you, is it? So, yeah. Maybe we should have some nice visuals in it. They look alright. That looks alright around there. Yeah, that looks alright. In fact, that's such a nice picture. I'm going to stick it on the Discord page. We do now have what's called... I forgot the name of it. But we've got it. It's called... It is called atmospheric scattering. So I go up nice and high so we can actually see the horizon. Wow, good job. Oh, I just missed. We watch the sunset. I haven't quite worked out what to do about the sun's underset stuff. But yeah, as the sun goes down, so we actually get the glow like pushing towards the bottom and then changing color. So it's known as atmospheric scattering, and it's based on an asset pack. But weirdly enough, and this is really odd, it's very hard to find an atmospheric scattering solution that allows you to change the color. Do I plan on having any new content? Yeah. So, in my opinion, and yours may vary, in my opinion, FortressCraft is pretty good overall. It doesn't have anything massively or majorly wrong with it. There's the new draw distance stuff, by the way. FortressCraft does have issues. It is not a perfect game, not by any stretch of the imagination, but most of its foibles can be summed up in a few things. One of them is definitely how it looks. It is 11 years old, I think, FortressCraft, and it is not as visually appealing as it could be. It does look fairly unique, and that's good, but I'd like to improve that. Secondly, because FortressCraft is fundamentally internally I think it's 9 years. I think it's 9 years old. Some stuff doesn't make sense. There are a lot of what I call grandfather issues that I would like to resolve. Now, a grandfather issue is one where you have to keep it in because you'd break stuff. So, for example, we'll take conveyor belts. Conveyor belts going up the side of walls is dumb. It's going. It's just not staying. I could never put that into FortressCraft 1 because it would have broken every existing world, and that is obviously not something I can have. So, will there be new content? Yes. I feel personally that new content is less important than English. It's less important than making the existing content better. The game has an enormous amount, a mind-boggling amount of content in it. Yes, conveyor belts going up walls is dumb. You shouldn't do it anyway. It's never been a better idea than slopes. But remember, when I shipped the game, it didn't have slopes. And then I shipped the game with slopes. So that's kind of better. But then I couldn't actually force people to use the slopes, because then I would have broken the previous world. So you got the situation that I would have broken the worlds. Yeah. So again, I'm, to a degree, not interested in the opinion, no offense, of people who've played the game a lot. Okay? I'm really not. Why am I not interested? Because you already like it. It doesn't matter what you think. You like it regardless. You have got through its slightly chewy exterior, and you've got through to the glorious nommy goodness inside. So, texture packs going up walls is dumb. Yes, it is. Allow me to explain. I have watched a great deal of new players play this game, okay? And you're telling... So from the way you've said it, I think your insinuation, correct if I'm wrong, is that conveyor belts going up walls is not dumb. Yeah, it really is. All right? We're going to go up this wall. And just tell me, hand on heart, that's not completely and ridiculously stupid. Of course it is. New players get utterly confused at this. And once you know the game, once you understand the game, you're like, yeah, no, it's obvious. No, it's totally obvious. Yeah, but it's not at this point. It's not. Another poll. Yeah, Half-Life. Yeah, I've done polls. You don't know about them. That's why polls are pointless. Okay. Now, most players eventually understand this despite the massive gap. Most players do also eventually understand the top, but despite it taking a while. Now, what I've seen a lot of players do is they'll do this. Not that side. They'll do that, which kind of visually works. But unfortunately, fundamentally, that's not how conveyors work. Because that slope belt does not hand off vertically. That slope belt hands off straight forwards. So in FortressCraft 2, you will not be able to build these. I may allow them in as an option, as a legacy option, but you need, and this is for everyone who's planning on looking at playing the game, you must not approach FortressCraft 2 with the eye of a FortressCraft 1 player. You must approach it with the eye of a new person, and that's really important. It is important because some of the stuff I will be doing will not make FortressCraft 1 players happy, but it will make FortressCraft 2 players happy. Now, other things. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, should we see which one arrives first? On the left. On the right. Okay? I get accused a lot of telling people how to play the game, and I try very hard not to. And I try very hard not to use the phrase I'm about to use. But if you have been building conveyor runs that go along and then up, you have been building it wrong. Pythagoras is the key here. It is quicker and shorter to do a diagonal run. It is faster to do a diagonal run. It requires less machines to do a diagonal run. Do diagonal runs. But experienced FortressCraft players are going to complain about this. I know they are, but there will be other things that I will be doing in a similar fashion. Another one is definitely rooms. There is no way you get to build stuff on the surface. Forget it. It's not happening. You will be building rooms. I'm hoping to use the... It'll come to me. I'm hoping to use the base building system from the survival game. No. Diagonal is... No. You're not going straight up slopes. Forget it. See, you're already trying to talk me into it. No. Read my lips. No. It's not happening. Don't even try and argue with it to me. It's not going to happen. And you're already trying. But I want... No. That's how I played it in FortressCraft 1. This is a different game. Diagonal is not necessary, but like vertical conveyors, straight up, you need little buckets on them, and then you need transfer from the horizontal. Just don't even try and argue with me. There is any way it should happen. I might allow it as a legacy flip. Because the code's already in. The code's been in for a very long time. Because initially, FortressCraft wouldn't allow vertical conveyors. Then it would only allow vertical conveyors on easy mode. And then I just gave it and allowed it because people were complaining. So, yeah, give it up. Give it up. It's not happening. But diagonal is fine. I mean, if you can go straight up, why would you go straight up? So, again, if you are used to popping down your smelter there... and then running a vertical conveyor line straight down, that is the wrong way. That is playing the wrong game. And I know I am going to be uphill fighting this for the next forever. I'm fully aware this is going to be something that I will be arguing with people for the next 2 years. But I am not going to end up in the same situation as I was previously, where people were getting very, very, very confused about stuff. And I watch a lot of people stream this game, and it's important to me that the people that get confused do not get confused again. That's it. I try and address as many of the common issues as I can. So here we go. The low poly version of the landscape is generated. I don't know why the lighting is weird, but the lighting is weird. Sorry about that. But draw distance is the important part right now. So this is tech rather than art. So this means that you can always draw to the horizon. So you can see the huge amount of draw distance there. And if your PC was less good, let's say your PC was particularly terrible. Did I not drag that slider properly? Max draw distance 32. Can't actually see anything. There we go. Thank you. So this would have been old FortressCraft's minimum draw distance was here. Forget the fact you can see all the stuff in the distance because I'm still generating. So you can see how you can't really see very far. I mean, you really can't. And if you were running on a computer that was perhaps on the lower end of the spectrum of performance, then come on, son. Thank you. Then this is what you'd see. And this is what people complain about when they try and set their frame rate to 1,000. So this is how lowest spec would have been running, like so. But now, even on the lowest spec computer, you will see for a kilometer. I suspect I will actually generate higher resolution versions of this. I can't yet because I'm still on Unity 5.6, and Unity 5.6 doesn't allow 32-bit indices on meshes. So I've got the situation that this is about as high poly as I can do in Unity 5.6. Oh yeah, magnetic conveyor belts would be cool, but I'm not implementing them. I'm just not. So I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to refer back to, is it the 1st of March? I don't know. Oh yes, the first day of the Brexit advent calendar. So, yeah, you'll be able to, when I move to Unity 2018 3.3, which is what I'll go to, I'll have I'll have the ability to have a higher resolution version of this. But right now, this is as high as I can generate, which is dumb, but that's how it works. I've said that. I've stated that as fact. And now I'm just going to verify that I'm not talking shit. I'm pretty sure that's as high resolution as it goes without hitting the 16K limit. Oh no, hold on. 64 times 64 is... Alexa, what's 64 times 64?
64 64 multiplied by 64 equals 4096.
Yeah, that's not minimum. Alexa, what's the square root of 65,535? 6.
This might answer your question.
No.
The square root of 65,535 is 255.9.
Yes, I should be able to do 255.
Did that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you, Alexa.
My pleasure.
Well, maybe later. Yeah, that's the cache size, and then there's the mesh. Yeah, detail. Oh, yeah, no, we are actually. Oh, wait, grid size. Oh no, let's just try 255 a second, just for a sec, just if it crashes. Why will rooms be necessary? Okay. So, the Spheric, a few reasons, but let's turn the first answer into a question. Why did I implement rooms? What was the goal of my implementing rooms in FortressCraft 1? I'll give you a few clues, and it wasn't to make it look cool, although it did look very cool. Any clues? Any guesses? No. Oh, I thought I could just make it bigger. Oh, there we go. A mesh may not have more than 65,000 verts. It should be X size times Y size. Which is... Oh. If you genuinely limited to 65,000... Oh my god. 65,000. Fine. 254. Let's go 253. And fuck you, Unity. Correct. It's to save performance, to make the game run better. Now, did I force you to build rooms? No. Did people build rooms? Generally not. So, I will make you build rooms. And that's fine. If you have to build rooms as part of the game, then that's fine. That's not a problem. Okay. Again, don't think of it from the FortressCraft 1's approach. Think of it from the FortressCraft 2 mindset. You will have to build rooms. Everyone will have to build rooms. The game will be balanced around building rooms. Don't worry about it. Really? Am I failing to maths here? 253 times 253 is... No, it's C#. But yeah, because players decided generally not to bother building worlds, I will be forced to make them build worlds. Because if I don't force them, they don't bother. Now, how I will force them, I don't know. Whether or not I will add... That's interesting. You know what? That fix I've put in actually appears to be solving a number of issues. So I did have a comment I said about it being a race condition. Seriously? But Half-Life, don't forget. So I'm not saying, and I haven't said, I will force you to build every single thing inside a room. I haven't said that. That does appear to be the response I'm getting. So it may be that all the smelting stuff needs to go in a room in some way, shape or form. Maybe. Hold on. So index our range. Okay. int ln div equals, that was /4. How big's the height map? It's surface map size, which is 1024. Okay, so it was 64. Really? What? Wait, hey, what? It's Central Power Hub dot surface map size divided by grid size. And I think it's divided by... So normally that would have been... That was 64, wasn't it? I want this to work. This is one of the detail settings. I mean, C# is basically managed C++. Height map cache, that's our cache, and that's grid size divided by grid size. lnx is x multiplied by grid size divided by 4. So that would have been 16. And 124, yeah, so that's fine. So this will be that should be 1024/64 is 16. Yes, it's good. So that should now juice work. All apart from this here, which goes which is X size, which is detail, which is that, which is grid size, which is 250. Let me just. Oh, is it because I've got? Is it a tri-list or a tri-mesh? It might be a tri-mesh. Yeah, index count 38,000. So I think I actually need to go to 65,000 square root. Minus 127 maybe. I'll try 128 because that actually divides into 4. You watch, I go right back to 64 now. But as I said, once I hit Unity Newer, they actually support slightly more. This is DX12, and I still can't index more than 65,000 verts because, I joke not, because mobile phones can't. So they just don't implement it because they hate me. Yeah, that's 98,000. Can I go to 96? That's possible. I might actually, at some point, generate much more complicated mid-range meshes, and then I can generate higher ones locally. I've been doing compute shader stuff. I've been doing quite a lot of modern technology. Hey, I guess it was slightly higher. I'm just going to leave it at 64 for the moment. Oh, I forgot to actually divide it by, multiplied by... Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's going to come back as like 1.5. I don't think 1024 divides into 96. 10.6, no it doesn't. So div will be 10.6. Yeah. Let's just leave it and let's just go. There we go. Will it be ray traced? Will what be ray traced? Will what be ray tracing in FortressCraft 2? Oh, no, it's not using RTX. FortressCraft already has an enormous amount of ray tracing, but it doesn't use RTX. To be honest, NVIDIA have already released, is it GTX? So they've already gone, yeah. So the RTX card only existed because NVIDIA were getting a little bit worried about the Vega 64. And they needed to release something now to offset the fact that they weren't as far ahead as they could. So the RTX cores, the ray tracing tensor cores, they are essentially slight reworks of the Bitcoin mining stuff. Bitcoin mining stuff. Because NVIDIA managed to say in January, I think it was, we are not planning to release a new video card for a long period of time. And they then said, hey, 3 months later, we are releasing one. Haha, sorry about our share price. And now we're getting the GTX, which I believe the 2.1 series. So I think you get the 2160, 2170, 2180. So they've already dropped RTX. Now, RTX is not it's not an NVIDIA tech. It's Microsoft tech. So that is the, I forgot it now, it is the, what's it called? It'll come to me. It's Microsoft. It's a ray tracing thing. So it's just down to Microsoft having implemented this ray tracing system. Yeah, there's a GTX 21 series, essentially. So they have RTX with ray tracing and GTX without ray tracing. The problem I have with the whole ray tracing thing is genuinely, I like ray tracing. I am genuinely a member of the real-time ray tracing society. Honestly, honest to God, I genuinely am. But it's one of those, I'm like, okay, but realistically, why would you ray trace stuff? I've looked at all the demos. I mean, you've seen that demo of Captain Phasma in a lift and all those sort of things. Is it 1660? But I thought it was a 2160. I'll have a look. Yeah, so all of the examples I've seen of the ray tracing stuff, genuinely, you could all do using shader effects. I apologise, it is the 16 series, and that's the GTX, yeah. And they're really fast, really good, because they are essentially RTX tech, but without the RTX part. I didn't realise that, I thought they were going to be called the 21 series, not the 16 series, so I apologise, you are correct, I stand very much corrected. Let's see how it compares against my current one. So I've got a 2070 in that rig, but it's 60 in this one. Jesus. Oh, slightly faster. I was like, wow, 92%. No. So compared to a 1070, slightly slower, apparently. And slightly cheaper. Well, this seems a little odd. Yeah, well, it's not. It's slightly faster at multi-core. It's on a par, I guess. But should draw a lot less power. I don't think list wattage. But should draw huge amount less power. I love this site. I love these things. Power draw is important. Surprisingly, I had to build a rig recently, and I couldn't put in a card that I wanted because I didn't have enough power, and I ended up having to buy like a 120 kid GPU. Oh, for some reason this site appears to be more advert, I guess. Yeah. It's just broken. Anyway, yeah. The 1660 is there, and hopefully the fast ones will get better, and it should mean you get a non-ray trace card. I've actually, in the FortressCraft Evolved server, I feel a bit dirty. I've actually put a video card in there, and I'm sorry about that, but I did need to. And I've gone Team Red on that one, so I got a Vega 56 they sent me. It's really nice. It's weirdly, it's a blower design, which is odd. I've not seen blowers in forever. But yeah, it looks, it's nice, and it does look nice too. So that's good. I realise I'm not actually doing any work here. I should probably update that. So my goal over the next 3 to 6 months is the first 5-minute experience of the player. So you're asking what's different about FortressCraft 2 or FortressCraft 1. So I can delete the world. I'm going to wait. Right, so from the new world. Okay, but I haven't seen a blower card in forever. Whereas I've got a Vega 56, I've got a Radeon AMD branded, and it is a blower. I like blowers because they shunt the air at the back of the case, but oh god, are they noisy. So, FortressCraft 2. Blah, 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 blah. Compared to how long it used to take. Can't please work this time. Boink. And that's the fade. And badang. It fades out to black a little bit soon, doesn't it? Yay. And there we go. So this is how FortressCraft 2 starts. At the moment. I'm gonna actually pop this up here and then attach the camera and have that fly down and all sorts of gubbins, and then the player has to walk down here. You can walk off that way, but well, you can, but there's nothing there. There's no point. What will happen is if you try, it will stop you. Can't do anything anyway. Can't even grapple, so I should have just stuck on the bridge. What I may also do is, oh wow, I've just realized because I can't build, I can't get back on. But yeah, that's the idea. The idea is it's dark, you can't see anything, you just don't go wandering around because there is nothing to see, and hopefully this fog will actively discourage players from wanting to do anything apart from what they can see. I'll probably have to force them. And then you go here, ba, 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 plop, plop, hooray! That's it. At that point, we're back to FortressCraft 1 now. There's no tutorial. The tutorial is entirely gone. There will be again an extensive tutorial. So you'll hit the base. The lights will be off. There'll be one glowing switch. Turn the lights on. You'll then be charged with flipping on the reactor's power. The reactor's in there. You'll then So hopefully at this point, you see, this will be quietly working its way. I also plan to revisit the landscape generation, but that will come later on. So yeah, we'll be the player will have to enable stuff. Almost all these doors will be locked, hence the red lights on them. Some red lights attached. Better than others, it seems. Good job. But this is all going to come. So it's this first 5-minute experience that I'm generally focusing on. So on that note, I'm going to pop to the loo. You're not invited. And you can just watch the camera spin around. Absolutely nothing here. And then I'll be back. This would be a good point if you want to eat something, for you to get yourself something. What on earth is the camera looking at? I don't know. Back in a minute. Just a reminder, in case anybody has forgotten, I have shipped 2 games since I finished FortressCraft, Adapter and PacketStorm. So if any of you have not checked them out and you'd like computer games, because they are computer games, then pretty please go check them out, because they're cool. Well, fairly cool. Right. I might just see how hard to hook that up to the mission system. It's probably not very. I don't know what's going on with the weirdness there, but that would be nice. Let's have a look. Cool. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. So I'm eating an apple. Nom nom nom. Okay, so which have I put? Yeah, okay. Well, I've got. I think it's not Granny Smith. It's. I think it's a Golden Delicious. I don't know. It's not got a sticker on it. Or I've eaten the sticker. It's one of those two things. Normally apples have a sticker on them. I haven't taken the apple off. There's no sticker. So there are two conclusions. One, there was no sticker in the first place. Or two, I ate the sticker. There is a in-base function, so I just want to hook up to that. Oh, the local player script. Right. Admission goes to this is just temporary. I would actually insert it in at the proper insertion and remotion time. So I knew where I made it up. But this will do for the moment. Elstra plus equals edit emissions. I dot text. And then Unity base manager dot instance dot mission readout dot text equals Illustra. That should be that. The other, back in a sec. Hey Dave, how are you? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. That seems right. I mean, Emmy's not back here till like 11 anyway, so yeah, I can do that. I'll pop over and uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Do you want me to meet? Do you want me to meet you there, or do you just want to just sort of come past my place and grab me, or do you just want to drive past, whichever's easiest? Yeah, it's about 15 minutes away, I guess, something like that. It's LS10 4GA. Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay, bye bye. Ooh, very exciting. Oh, that's alright, I thought I'd let you hear. Yeah, so I'm going to be heading off soon. For those of you who have been paying attention to my life at all, I'm helping out at a local arcade. And when I say a local arcade, I am helping out at the world's largest retro arcade and Europe's largest arcade, full stop. So they need someone who's fairly technical, but it's just sort of a hobby. It's not a paid thing. And it was quite funny because I met the guy running it and had a chat with him, and he's like, "What do you do?" "Oh, I do this computer games." "Oh, done anything I heard of?" "Oh, I did Burnout." He goes, "Oh, I fucking love Burnout. Oh, I fucking love it. It was great." I'm like, yeah. I chat with him when he goes, "You seem a bit expensive, like to work here. Like we weren't really looking for someone this level of technical." And I'm like, no. Like when I grew up, there are arcades everywhere. I grew up in the West Country, arcades galore. But now, they're all gone. They're genuinely all gone. So I just said, I just want to see it succeed. Like, genuinely, I want to see it succeed. It's worth having a look on Drek. It's called Bury Arcade, is the old one. And I've been basically helping to get the new one ready because it is 5 minutes down the road from me. But yeah, I'm gonna go and check out their warehouse. Their warehouse, honestly, oh my god, I wish I could show you pictures of it. It's unbelievable. But a lot of the machines just aren't in working order. And I said to them, look, I've got motorbikes, I've got old cars that are nice, so I've spent a lot of time making them look nice. I can do minor mechanical work, joysticks, buttons. I know the difference between lithium grease, silicon spray, and WD-40, for instance. Come on, missions. I think that button might make the missions happen quicker. But yeah, they're gonna basically they're running a security guard there tonight, so they're just gonna go and do that. So I said I'd happily come along and help out. It also means I haven't met the staff at the old arcade yet. That's cool. It means I'll be a staff member. So I'll put some photos. I'll put some photos on the Discord of what I'm allowed to, and it's genuinely holy shit amazing. If ever you went to arcades when you were younger. Yes. Well, I know a lot of people who have WD-40. It's not a lubricant. Well, it kind of is, but it's also kind of not. So it's only a lubricant in the sense it makes stuff move if it doesn't move, but it also evaporates. Right, there we go. Yay! Right, I will leave that as... I'll put that on the screenshot on the Discord. Yeah, well, to be fair, Condrek, I also have WD-40 silicone spray, I have WD-40 white lithium grease, I have WD-40 chain lube, I have WD-40 contact cleaner. WD-40 is a brand name. Don't forget that. It doesn't help that you're talking about WD-40. It does have a sub name, but it's like duct tape or Velcro. It actually has a sub name. Anyway, I need to go and put some pants on quite soon. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope that you have found the progress good, the progress interesting. I have been pushing this out to a very few people. So if you are a patron and you have more than $100 lifetime subscription, then you are absolutely totally welcome to a key. Don't expect anything other than what you just saw, okay? Because you aren't going to get it. So bear in mind. That's what you saw. There is no hidden, and here's all the new robotic stuff and the ground and the vehicle, okay? That ain't there. I will be showing it off as it comes along. But patrons are entitled to a copy of all of my games. Please also note, for a normal playable version, I'm planning to release FortressCraft 2 on FortressCraft FortressCraft Chapter 1's 10-year anniversary. So my goal for a full release is April 2020. 2 years, which I think is a valid thing. If you are interested, by the way, PacketStorm is now available for a whopping £5. I really like it. I really like the game. It's the nerdiest thing ever. But it's just a super relaxing, fabulous, like, zen game. So if you want to help me, you know, fund my life, please purchase the other games. Oh man, Toddle. So I didn't do the trailer. Toddle, the trailer. Yeah, we have to have a trailer. It's a requirement. So yeah, have a bash, and I will see you guys. I will be around on Discord regardless, but I will be heading off now. But I will be available if you need me. I will be there for you. I'm just making a build now. No. So I was going to upload the build what you just saw, and yeah, I'm going to have the evening off working, which is a bit of a novelty. If you're still there, Chris, nice to see you again. Let me know where I can message you if you don't do Skype, because I didn't message your other half on Facebook. I don't think she reads it at all. So I do try and keep in touch. I do my best. It's quite hard to keep in touch with people. I think you suffer exactly from the same problem that I do, which is if there's an hour of the day when you're awake is an hour you want to spend working, even though you shouldn't, and this is for just for mental health in general, you really shouldn't. But yeah, I do know that, so feel free to give me a poke somewhere. And yeah, at some point you should come up to, I'm in the north, it's nice, the Greg's everywhere, you'd love it. So on that note, boys and girls, I will see you all on Monday. Hopefully I will get approved on Mixer for Monday. So that means on Monday I will be doing the very exciting Gnome. Cepheus says goodbye. He's asleep, he doesn't say goodbye. So I will see you guys Monday. So will Cephy. He really is asleep. Bye for now, guys.